The typical productive procrastinator will watch videos on self-improvement for hours and hours and hours. He swears that he knows everything about self-improvement and tries to give the advice to other people. But when he does talk to other people, they always ask him, well, what do you know? You've been the same for the past year. It's typical for people to hear the feel-good advice of, oh, just improve 1% each day. And I'm not saying that this isn't a true statement because it is, but people come up with their own definitions of it and apply it to their life however they want. If you say you're getting 1% better each day, but you go to sleep at like 4 a.m., you don't work out, you don't do journaling, you don't do any good habit, you wake up at 2 p.m., you're on your phone for half an hour, maybe even 2 hours after you wake up, then what are you improving 1%? That phrase is just feel good advice to keep you in the same position that you were when you started watching self-improvement videos. This way, you'll never be able to get to the position where you won't have to watch them anymore. If you do actually want to improve, then feeling good about the position and progress that you make will be your demise. The only time you can improve 1% a day is if you make a drastic change first. About a month ago, I was similar to the guy, I was similar to the guy that I described at the beginning of the video. It was winter break for me and I was waking up at like maybe 1 or 2 p.m. and staying on my phone for like half an hour. And then I got up, I would go eat breakfast and play video games and phone video games until I had to go back to sleep again, which is 4 a.m. Now, I had discovered self-improvement 2.5 years before this, and this was like one of the steepest downhill stages I've ever had. It's like I never even discovered it. And around mid-January, I decided it was time to make a change. I had almost no money in my bank account, and I had been running a social media marketing agency for about 3 months without a single meeting, besides one, and that client ghosted me. Not a single meeting, not a single email reply, even absolutely nothing. And the client that ghosted me was back in October 2022. Now, this drastic change that I made, I went from waking up at 2 p.m., going to sleep at 4 a.m., to waking up at 7 a.m. each day. I did outreach endlessly. I provided any sort of results that I had at the time, which weren't any, but I was like, yo, here's what I can do for you. I put that together and I just outreach. I worked out consistently and I uploaded to this channel consistently. I worked out consistently and I uploaded to this channel consistently. But the most important thing that I did is that every time the adhan came on for any prayer, I would pray it as soon as possible. Besides Fajr, I can't lie to you. I would wake up about 20 minutes before sunrise for Fajr. And I got my first client in 3 days. 3 days. The night before this, it was Sunday night. It was probably like 10 p.m. And then 2 of my friends started like texting me, like almost begging me to get on. Like he calls me twice on FaceTime, then he calls me on Discord. My other friend is texting me on WhatsApp, get on. And he's like, yo, get on, bro, get on. We haven't played in a long time. So I just initially told him, no, I don't want to. I'm going to sleep. I don't want to lose any sleep. These were some of the things they told me. You don't need that much sleep. Why are you waking up so early? You don't need to wake up that early. Your first class is at 11. It's just 30 minutes, bro. If you don't want to hop on, at least hop on a FaceTime call. Even if you sleep that much, you're going to be tired anyway. So you might as well play Xbox. 10 p.m. is way too early. So I noticed this while editing the video. I'm not trying to like make my friends sound like villains. I mean, there's been times where I've done that to them when they have something important to do. I was just using that for like the sake of example. That's all. I just said no, I don't want to multiple times and gave up. Also, I'm not saying I don't still play video games. I do. This was just a specific example of when I put my work and my good habits over video games. That next morning, I had my client meeting at 9 a.m. and I secured the client. I can confidently say that not playing Overwatch that night was definitely worth it. Now, let me ask you this. If I didn't make that drastic change and decided to instead improve 1% every single day, do you think I would have secured that client or have done like half the work in a day that I would usually do in a week? Well, if you don't know me, then I'll tell you I would not have. During these days since mid-January, I achieved the goal that I've been trying to set literally since 2020. My main goal in self-improvement was to just do the work that I needed to without any excuses, without even thinking about it. Just autopilot, do the work that you need to do. I didn't need to muster up motivation and watch like David Goggins or like Andrew Tate motivation videos to go into work. I just did the good habits and the work I needed to because I knew I needed to do them. There was no thinking. I woke up and I was like, okay, I need to do this, and this today. And I got this, and this all done that day. I did the habits consistently well and I'm still doing them consistently, alhamdulillah. Now, let me tell you, once you achieve this mindset, it's only been about 2 weeks for me, but it is amazing. Like there's no way I can describe it to you until you actually experience it, but it's like you're feeling good about yourself for free. You need to establish a dream lifestyle before you improve 1% each day. At the end of it, just don't let your feelings decide the outcome of your life. It's never worked out for anyone. Make sure you apply what you've learned in this video, and I'll see you in the next one.